News 3's Denise Ross joins us live from Karen and Atlantic. And Denise, any more rain could further delay the cleanup.
Yeah, and Marie, residents and workers in this area have all been watching the sky today, hoping for no more rain and certainly no more wind. You can see trees went down in this area, multiple places, right here on the west side of Atlantic. We're at the Lake Sahara Apartments, but if you look across the street, more damage to the east. And I'm told it could be several more days before everything here is hauled away. It's the sound of progress. Tree removal companies taking down well over a dozen trees in the area of Karen and Atlantic. Severe storms Friday night sending the massive pines crashing onto apartment buildings and cars parked on the street.
It was raining, of course, and I wasn't really worried about it because I'm in my car, I'm safe.
Anthony Guyton was sitting in his car finishing a text message when his vehicle was crushed.
So before I can get a chance to react, I just started hearing glass break, metal crushing, and I just, put my head down, and it was literally just crushing my car while I was inside. I thought I was going to die.
I'll start from the front, work ourselves to the back to get the smaller all the way to the bigger. Yep.
Now it's Joey Ramos's job to clean up.
By the time we get this out, you're going to have about a 3-4 foot hole in there that we have to put back, but it completely uprooted the whole thing.
He's with Forensic Construction, hired by the landlord to remove the tree on Guyton's car. Ramos knows the danger isn't over.
And if these trees were side by side, maybe they both came at the same time, one pressure. That's why this tree's in danger. Once this one comes out, that tree has a possibility of coming down.
According to the Clark County Fire Department, at least 45 people from multiple buildings were forced out Friday night, including Tom Wynn.
I can't get into my apartment, and I got evacuated. I can't stay in there.
One of the trees smashed right through his next-door neighbor's apartment. Fortunately, no one was home at the time, but with the staircase blocked, Wynn can't return either. He spent the last 3 nights sleeping in his van.
They said as soon as they can remove the tree, they're going to get someone to assess it and then see if they'll let people in afterwards.
A long weekend with more work ahead. After a stormy night, Guyton knows could have been his last.
They was praying for me that day.
And Guyton tells me he went to the hospital Friday night with back and neck pain. He says nothing is broken, but that he may need to return for some treatment. And again, I am told it could be several more days, even the end of the week, before all of this is cleared away.
So we've been getting one question over and over from our viewers. All of this rain helps the drought, right? And it'll help fill up Lake Mead, right? Well, for a reality check, let's bring in our Jeff Gillen, who's been looking into what these monsoons will or will not do. Jeff?
That's right. Good evening, Maria. Good evening, everybody. Do the monsoons help the drought? Of course they do. Will the rain make Lake Mead start going up? Not much. Thursday's downpour, which ranged anywhere from 0.3 of an inch at Harry Reid to more than an inch on the Strip, is certainly welcome. But what about the bigger picture? Do monsoons have an impact on Lake Mead, our principal source of water? Time for an expert.
No, from a water supply standpoint, the monsoon rain is great for, maybe reducing the number of days you have to water your lawn this week or something along those lines. But as far as refilling Lake Mead or Lake Powell, which are the 2 major reservoirs that drive water supply conditions in the Colorado River Basin, it really is a drop in the bucket.
Paul Miller works at the Colorado Basin River Forecast Center, which watches the precipitation flowing into the Colorado, which flows into Lake Powell, which then feeds Lake Mead. Monsoons help, but Lake Mead is born in the Rockies.
Depending on the source that you look at, 95 to 98% of our water supply comes from snowpack in the Colorado mountains.
Miller says after a good January, precipitation dwindled. Snowpack ended about 60% of normal. That's been a pattern, he says. Snow starts good, then stops. The problem is a dry season means much of the snow gets absorbed by mountain soil. There's less runoff for us, which brings us back to Lake Mead. As of Thursday, the lake sat at 1,040.58 feet. It's down 27 feet from a year ago. It's just over 27% full, which brings us back to yesterday's rain, which helps a dry year. As of yesterday, we've seen 0.69 inches of rain so far in 2022. We're about 1 3/4 inches behind where we should be. Beth Moore with the Southern Nevada Water Authority says monsoons help in other ways.
However, the benefit that it does have is that it is nature's way of irrigating our landscapes, our grass, our plants, our trees. So everybody can go out and turn off their irrigation clocks for at least a couple of days.
So turn off your irrigation and save some water. We need it.
We sure do. And the important thing, Marie, about the irrigation is that for those of you who are new here, you may not know, but all the indoor water we use is recycled. All the outdoor water, that's a one-time use. We don't recycle that for obvious reasons. So if you can just at least turn the irrigation off for a while, that's going to save. And that means we're going to be able to stretch our allotment from Lake Mead that much farther, which is why that is so important. So please, if you do one thing when it rains, make sure you turn your irrigation clock off.
And that will make the difference. The rain may not, but what we do actually could. So we'll keep that in mind.
Absolutely.
All right, Jeff, thank you.
Thank you, Marie.
Hi, everybody. I'm Reed Cowan from News 3 Las Vegas. We want to thank you for checking out our YouTube channel. Remember, you can always see more of our videos by clicking on the video links. And also don't forget to click that subscribe button so that you don't miss out on any of our YouTube updates. Thanks for watching.